Hey, Donnie.
Hello, Seb. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. It's a
Hope you
pleasure to
guys
meet
don't
you.
mind me interrupting for a quick photo, if you don't mind.
Yeah, yes, of course.
I'm gonna count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Perfect.
Okay. So first off, I gotta say, Bambi, it's such an amazing movie and also a tearjerker as well.
It's one of the joys of my life. I've been able to use Bambi with children for decades and decades, and all kinds of motivational things. Just marvelous, marvelous story. It actually is 3 or 4 stories, and I'm sure folks like you, sir, have probably picked up on it. It's anti-bully. It's a promotion of genuine love, friendships. I hear the bully from children several times. Boy, Bambi really took care of that bully.
Mhm.
There's a couple of those scenes. And when I first heard that 8 or 9, 10 years ago from some children, it caught me by surprise. I did not realize the significance of the anti-bully scenes. So both the dogs and the terrible deer trying to capture Feline. It's a wonderful, wonderful event in my life. It was my last film of 7 or 8, my only animation. And look what we're talking about here now, almost 80 years later. Wonderful Bambi.
Wow, that's amazing. And now I have a couple questions regarding to Bambi, and I'm sure you have a couple of answers as well. So the first question is, what was it like playing the voice of young Bambi in the film of the same name back in 1942?
Well, I started working in late 1939, several visits to the studio in 1940. Okay? Not as sophisticated as we are today in many, many things. The recordings were disc on a spinning wheel kind of thing. I did not know the storyline. I'm sure I pestered everybody to death for the storyline. Finally, they set me down with a nice lady with a book. I have an original here, by the way. And
Wow.
1929 original, and a nice lady coached me on what the storyline was, and I fell in love with it. I wanted to borrow the book. I'm sure I stole it for a couple of weeks, and I just fell in love with it. It's an incredible life experience. And Mr. Disney was a champion leader. I had a lot of time with him. Very gracious man, not pretentious, not like a big executive. He was a good leader by example.
Wow, I couldn't agree more. And if you were to describe Bambi in 3 words, what would they be? And which 3 words would they be? Describe Bambi.
Open, courageous, anti-bully, and a natural leader.
I couldn't agree more. So thank you so much, Johnny, for sharing your stories on Bambi. And here's to Disney if he was still here with us.
Thank you, Zeb. He would love it to death.
Thank you. Wow. I think that's it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Evening, Peter. Donnie, sorry.
Hello, Seb. Donnie Dunagan with GalaxyCon live with you.
Yeah, it's great to see you again. If you don't remember, the last time we spoke, we talked about Bambi back in March. So this is my second. Yeah, this is my second time meeting you. So, Donnie, how's everything going?
Going well. I'm in my 88th year. There's holes in my body God didn't put there. Okay, and a wonderful life of many adventures that started with those films that climaxed with Bambi and me, and then the war. Now I'm doing darn good. I got a wonderful wife, puts up with me like you are now.
Yeah. Wow. And the Bambi wallpaper behind you, it's much better than last time. Let me be honest with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like we're actually in the movie, except we're talking virtually. Anyways, I've got some more questions that I've worked on these past few weeks.
Sure.
The first question. How hard was it for you to match your voice with the mouth movements of the Bambi character?
Lovely question. I think only one person in the last 10 years or so has asked that question. Good question. I must confess that Disney does not mind me being wide open honest about these things. I worked for about 5 months in it as the facial model and then the voice without even knowing the storyline. I did not even know the storyline. That's how mechanical I was at the time. Okay? I had to pester a real nice lady to get the book and give me a briefing on the storyline. Okay. So when they asked me to be a facial model, look left, look right, look afraid, look angry. Okay. I would do the best I could. And they say, hold it. So if you can imagine a 6-year-old child being asked to say, look like you're angry, like that, and holding it for several minutes, that's what I did.
Wow. It must have been a lot of hard work, a very long work in progress.
The technology today would make you and I be able to produce that easy. And those days we had crayon, big cardboard pieces of paper to draw on, flip charts, recording machines with big reels of tape, and who are very, very basic. It's amazing that it's lasted this long. Let me share this with you. I bet you will pick up on this. When in the early scenes of Bambi, the music's playing beautiful, and it looks like the forest is being seen in 3 dimension.
Yeah.
It's way before optic 3 dimension. Okay. Mr. Disney had the forest scene drawn on 3 big walls of glass, 3 of them, and he would move them to make it look like a 3 dimension.
Wow. I think that was something to do with the monoplane camera that I've seen in the videos. Yes, I've seen the video on YouTube, and that's how they made classic animated films.
Yeah. Good for you. Most people don't know.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Anyways, here's the next question. What was the experience like for you being honored as a Disney legend?
I've only had that maybe once in 15 years. I love that question. I need to share this with you first. From about the age of 11, right after World War II entered, until right here in this little modest town in the middle of West Texas, 19 years ago. I'm 88 now, right? From age 11 until 18 and a half years ago, I never talked about the films. I never mentioned it to anybody at all. 25 years in the Marine Corps, never said a word to anybody about it. I learned later, but the White House clearance, which they take you back to birth on your investigation, the CIA and the DIA knew about it, but Marine generals didn't know about it. All my colleagues didn't know about it, okay? I was very private about it. After Disney, beautiful, wonderful Disney company, found out I was still alive about 18 and a half years ago, okay? And had us out to Los Angeles and Burbank in the studio. Since that time, we've been able to get more good things done in life because of Bambi than hardly anything else in life. And to be recognized as a legend, I'm going to be a modest man. I don't walk around bragging about things, but to be recognized as a legend, one, makes my white hair whiter.
Yeah.
I smile. And I feel kind of extra. I want to be modest about it. Do I like the title? Yes, I like the title. But the honesty is, I get more done in life by not bragging about it, by letting people discover it in an audience, okay, at a charity for money or something, than walking around saying, look at me, I'm this movie star guy. I don't do that. And it seems to work better for me that way.
Wow. That's wonderful. And I think I have 35 seconds left on my end. So I think to end on a lighter note, and the last time we spoke, you told me the 4 words to describe Bambi, and it was open, courageous, anti-bully, and natural leader. So I managed to put it down on a piece of paper for you and add some color to it. This is for you.
I love it. I love it.
I'm glad you like it, Donnie.
I just love it. And I really like the anti-bullying business. I've been doing that all my life.
Wow. That's wonderful. And And as next year marks the 80th anniversary of the first Bambi, before I forget, I'd like to say a happy 80th birthday next year to Bambi.
Thank you. And thank you for being a part of this Galaxy.com Live. Wonderful company. And back with you again.
Thank you. And have yourself a Merry Christmas.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, nice salute. By golly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay guys, if you like what you just seen, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on those notifications and check out my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.